Coming up on today's Disney Roundup, all of the parks news announced that Destination D23, including Fantasmic, will be returning next year. Walt Disney World has paused the sales of new annual passes, and Bob Chapek is looking to get the company more involved in sports betting. I have all that and more for you coming up right here on the DRU.
To infinity and beyond!
You ain't never had a friend like me.
Hey everyone, Jeff here, and welcome to the Disney Roundup, where I bring you up to date with all the latest Disney and Disney parks news each and every single week. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and hit that like button for me, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to receive the Disney Roundup each and every single week. There hasn't been a lot of parks news over the past few weeks, but just over this past weekend at the Contemporary Resort was Destination D23. And during the event on Saturday, Parks Chairman Josh D'Amaro hosted a panel on the park's upcoming projects and what will be returning. To kick off the festivities, Disney has revealed the logo for their 100 Years of Wonder, which will celebrate the company's 100-year anniversary starting in 2023. Out at the Disneyland Resort, Josh shared some new concept art for the proposed new DVC tower coming to the Disneyland Hotel, with a look inside a Sleeping Beauty-inspired room. No projected opening dates for the tower were announced. At the Downtown Disney District, Disney revealed they're also planning to reimagine the shopping district. The project is set to begin in January of 2022 and will include an even broader collection of shopping, dining, and entertainment. Now back over at Walt Disney World, Josh talked on a few projects happening over at Epcot, starting with that Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind coaster, which he announced will open of summer of 2022. Concept art revealed for the ride shows a look inside the queue where guests will go through the wonders of Xandar Pavilion. D'Amaro also revealed that coming to World Celebration will be a new quick service restaurant being Connections Cafe. No other details on the new restaurant or an opening dates were announced at this time. For the first time in a long time as well, Dreamers Point and the Walt statue, which will be placed there, was mentioned, along with D'Amaro sharing a video on the process for creating the statue. Now later the next day, Imagineering did say that the Epcot expansion will be complete in 2023. Whether that lives up or not, we'll just have to wait and see. Now for what I believe was one of the most anticipated topics, D'Amaro did mention Tron Light Cycle Run Coaster and the construction taking place over at Magic Kingdom. Unfortunately, the only update he provided though was that it will be, quote, coming soon. Later, after showing the fans a look at his alleged real lightsaber, which Disney showed months ago, Josh did give us a first look at the Jedi lightsaber training simulator, which will be available for guests staying at the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser, along with other experiences guests are able to take up on during their voyage. Back in September, Disney revealed, after some rumors that were starting to heat up, that there would be a new Finding Nemo the Musical coming to Animal Kingdom in 2022. During the panel, the show's replacement was announced, which will be Finding Nemo, The Big Blue, and Beyond. The show is set in the time frame of Finding Dory, and guests will find themselves in the Marine Life Institute and feature returning songs from Finding Nemo the Musical. As one of their all-new projects, Disney also gave us a look at what they call Project EXO. Project EXO is new technology under development Disney is working on to bring characters of all sizes to life in authentic ways. From what we can assume, this will be for larger characters like Sully, Ralph, Baymax, and many others. Although the Walt Disney World Railroad has been out of service for many years, a first look at the fully refurbished Walter E. Disney Engine 1 was shown. No time of return has still been given for the railroad. Two new entertainment offerings will also be coming to Magic Kingdom, as Disney has revealed coming to Cinderella Castle forecourt stage early next year will be Mickey's Magical Friendship Fair, featuring a new song entitled Where the Magic Feels Like Home. That and a new Disney Adventure Friends Cavalcade will be coming sometime in the future as well, as it was said cavalcades are here to stay. On the product side of things, Tomorrow also revealed that along with Walt Disney World, guests at the Disneyland resorts will get to use Magic Band Plus and Hey Disney as they will become available there in 2022. Now, to conclude the panel, Josh started listing off all of the things they brought back this year, but also quickly threw in there some more things that would be coming back, like the Festival of Fantasy Parade at Magic Kingdom. He confirmed the Main Street Electrical Parade is coming back once again to Disneyland, and in 2022, World of Color will be returning along with Fantasmic, which he said will be back at both Disneyland and Hollywood Studios. When Fantasmic returns, it will also feature a brand new sequence which will replace one of the former. So that's it from the parks panel from this past weekend's Destination D23 event. Not a lot of big news, but quite a bit, given parks news has been very quiet over the past few weeks. Two things I thought may get mentioned here but didn't were if parking trams would be returning to Walt Disney World or if minivans would be coming back as well. Let me know though in the comments down below from all of this news what you're looking forward to the most is, and what's something they left out you were hoping to hear. Following this past weekend's Destination D23 event, Disney has paused all sales for Walt Disney World annual passes and day tickets for select dates. Spotted this past Sunday night on the Walt Disney World website, Disney made changes to their annual pass page to where 3 out of the 4 passes were currently unavailable for purchase. Later the next day, they would go on to update the page to where it currently states new sales of select annual passes are currently paused. Along with the pause of annual pass sales, ticket sales for almost all of Thanksgiving week have ceased, along with a handful of select days in December. Now, if you look at the Park Pass reservation calendar for this week, almost all reservations for annual pass holders and ticket and resort guests are fully booked, which I believe is part of the reason for this, especially for ticket sales and going into the holiday season where it's always a busy time. The other, of course, is Disney makes a lot more off-day ticket guests, so if you're an annual pass holder and you go to the parks more than 12 to 13 times a year, you're getting much greater value when entering rather than a day ticket guest who spends $100 plus for each day of their entry. Now, this has no effect at all if you're currently an annual pass holder. Again, this is just for new people. With that being said, I believe this will just last through the holidays, and new annual pass sales should return by spring of 2022 at the latest. Now into company news. During the Walt Disney Company's last earnings call, CEO Bob Chapek expressed his interest in getting the company more involved in sports betting. During the call, Chapek said, "We're also moving towards a greater presence in online sports betting, this being through ESPN." Reasoning provided by Chapek was, it's driven by the consumer, particularly the younger consumer that will replenish the sports fans over time and their desire to have gambling as part of their sports experience. To do so, he says the company must seriously consider getting into gambling in a bigger way, and ESPN is a perfect platform for this. Now, ESPN has for years now aired sports betting programming on their platforms, but at the current moment, Disney and ESPN do not have any deals with any sports books, nor do they currently have one of their own, but I wouldn't be shocked if they were working on one of their own to launch in the next year or two. Now, I think when the news on this really first started to buzz, there may have been some overreactions and concern that this would tie more into the Walt Disney Company itself rather than just ESPN. So if this does go through and Disney and ESPN were to launch their own sportsbook, no, I highly doubt the Disney name itself will be tied into it. Can you expect advertisement everywhere, including the parks, resorts, with tied in promotions? Most likely, yes. Now, I feel like a lot of people aren't a fan of this, especially since it seems Bob Chapek is just trying to bring in another hot trending money draw to the company, but let me know what you think of this in the comments down below. Alright everyone, well that's all you for this week's episode of the Disney Roundup. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to hit that like button for me, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to receive the Disney Roundup each and every single week. That's all you for this week. Until next time, we'll see you on the DRU.